It seems like the world is finally seeing what Katt Williams has been saying all along, and it's about time. Kevin Hart seems to be doing horribly in his career, while Katt Williams, on the other hand, couldn't be doing better. The actor's new movie is a major flop according to critics, and there's a good reason behind that as well. On the other hand, Katt Williams has been selling out shows on his album ever since his Club Shay Shay interview exposing black comedians went viral. Now, for those of you who don't know, Katt Williams went on the Club Shay Shay and exposed a lot of mainstream black comedians for being industry plants.
Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made all lies.
He called out a bunch of big names, but the one he emphasized the most on was Kevin Hart. According to Katt, Kevin never really worked for anything that he got. He got his career handed to him on a silver platter.
We've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is?
He also said that in the history of Kevin's career, he has never had a sold-out show or a comedy performance worth remembering. Now, all of this was because he was just an industry plant.
He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before.
Most people agreed with what Katt had to say, but some people still had their doubts, saying that Kevin is actually funny and that he does work hard. His work does well. Well, all those people have been proven wrong recently after critics gave their review of Kevin Hart's new movie on Netflix. The movie, called Lift, is said to be a huge flop and has gotten a horrible rating on Rotten Tomatoes. It seems like Hollywood is finally discarding Kevin Hart after he got exposed by Katt Williams. There's a lot to talk about today, so let's get right into this video. You're watching The Celebrity Buzz, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about how Katt Williams is winning big time while Hollywood is ready to break it off with Kevin Hart. But before we get to telling you all about that, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future.
That's why, you know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job.
Now, Kevin Hart just came out with a new movie on Netflix. People had high hopes for this film, thinking that it could revive his dying career after all that went down. But after the movie came out, it felt like the final nail in the coffin for his career in Hollywood as an industry plant. The thing that disappointed fans the most was the fact that he didn't even play himself in the movie. The Netflix original movie is about a group of heroes who use their thieving skills to save the world. Gary Gray directed it while Kevin Hart was the producer. The thing that people pointed out was how it was a failed attempt to merge the concepts of two of the most successful movie franchises, Fast and Furious and Mission Impossible. The action film, according to fans, feels bland and pointless. The storytelling in the movie is bad according to a lot of critics, but that isn't the only reason the film is a flop. The first 10 minutes of the film feel fine. We are introduced to the cast, including Cyrus Whitaker, Kevin Hart's character. The crew goes on an art heist, and this part is actually somewhat exciting. But after this part, the movie goes back to disappointing the viewers. And remember, this isn't our opinion. This is just what fans have been saying about the movie. Don't believe us? Google the name of the film and you'll find 10 articles calling this new movie a flop. The heist ends abruptly and suddenly everything feels unreal. And no, not in a good way. The crew is transported to an unreality that is poorly rendered. After this point, everything is shot on sound stages and most FX look too fake to be taken seriously. Now, we're not saying that Kevin Hart hasn't been in any good movies or if he's not going to get any good roles after this. Maybe if they put out another part of Jumanji, his career might still have a chance, you know what we mean. The movie got a really bad rating on Rotten Tomatoes as well. With a 27% rating, any movie is bound to be called a flop, won't you agree? It really seems like Kevin Hart is struggling in the industry after Katt Williams exposed him. Although Kevin tried to clear his name, it didn't really work and people started to call Kevin out for being an industry plant. Ever since that, it seems like the industry is ready to get rid of Kevin Hart. Maybe they'll replace him with a new plant, who knows? But for now, let's talk about Katt Williams. That man has been doing amazing ever since he did that interview on the Club Shay podcast. He's currently touring, and his shows saw a spike in ticket sales as soon as his interview exposing these industry plants went viral. People are starting to realize that Katt is the person who was speaking the truth, and with this new Kevin Hart movie flopping, everyone is starting to realize that Kevin Hart was in fact an industry plant who's now at the end of his career. Katt, on the other hand, couldn't be doing better. But hold on a minute, before we go on with the video and tell you more about what Katt's been up to, do us a little favor and share this video with a friend who might enjoy our content. Katt Williams set the internet on fire a few days ago when he sat down for an interview at the Club Shay Shay podcast. In this interview, he spoke about a lot of things, but the thing that made everyone turn their heads was the part where he called Kevin Hart an industry plant. He exposed the dirty secrets of Hollywood and named names of famous people who have been involved in some shady businesses in the industry. In the same interview, Katt said that he was offered the same opportunities as Kevin Hart at one point, and the only reason he didn't take them was because he had morals. He didn't want to sell his soul to the Illuminati just to make a bank. Kevin, on the other hand, said yes to everything that came his way.
So while he wasn't there and off making 85 million, I was over here not making 85 million. But it's all good. I don't mind $1 million a month.
Katt also called him a gatekeeper and said that he lets other industry plants in, calling Tiffany Haddish an industry plant as well.
She passed 46 female black comedians that I know personally that I put on tour who have a hard time getting a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A after they headlined 7 shows at a club for $2,500 a week.
The interview was pretty explosive and gathered over millions of views pretty quickly. But why are we telling you about this interview? Well, thanks to his fearlessness and his exposing the truth, he's doing better than all the industry plants he named. After the interview started to go viral, the average price for a ticket to a Katt Williams show jumped around 40%. Now that's what you call insane. A ticket that was being sold for $50 was now being sold for over $70 in just a few days. And it's not even over, reselling prices have been getting higher by the day. Katt is currently on a nationwide comedy tour. The comedian has been performing stand-up in arenas all across America. And you know what that means. The man is going to be loaded once the tour ends. Because not only will he get to keep most of the profits because he's his own boss, he'd be making a lot of profits since he's selling out arenas after he did that interview. Kevin Hart, on the other hand, is doing horribly. Not only is his movie doing badly, his reputation is also suffering. Ever since he got accused of being an industry plant, people have been watching him very closely. And the closer you watch, the more sense Katt Williams starts to make. The guy was labeled as a crazy guy with drug abuse issues by Kevin Hart.
My frustration with Katt Williams comes from, you keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped with you.
Why was he a risk?
He chose drugs.
Oh.
But now it seems like Katt has proven everyone who doubted him wrong. So at the end of the day, Katt is winning while Kevin seems to be losing big time. Won't you agree? And that was all we had time for in today's video. Do you think Kevin Hart is going to try and do something about his movie flopping? What do you think is he going to do? Are you going to the Katt Williams show? Let us know all your thoughts and plans down in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future. And with all of that out of the way, as always, we will see you in our next video right here at the Celebrity Buzz.